Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Hope you're great. I'm so happy and excited to have you back in school today. Today is Thursday, and on Thursdays we have math. So today in math, we're going to be continuing with the topic we introduced on Tuesday, which is more about shapes. Okay. The previous week we talked about different shapes. We saw the circle, triangle, square, rectangle, hexagon, and pentagon. So today we're going to be going to know more about shapes. On Tuesday we kind of identified objects that have lines of symmetry or objects that are symmetrical. And we see that for an object to be symmetrical, it has to be the same thing when divided into two equal parts. So when you divide an object into two equal parts, whatever you have on this side should be equal to whatever you have on the other side. But when an object is divided into two equal parts and you don't have the same thing on the same side, it is not symmetrical. Okay, I'm going to use an example with this marker, for example. So I'm going to say let's divide the marker into two. So on one part of the marker I have this and the other part is this. So this object is not symmetrical because you don't have the same things you have on this side on this part. So this is not symmetrical. But this could be symmetrical if we keep it straight like this and then divide it all the way from the top down to the end. When you divide it like this into two equal halves, you can say that this is symmetrical. So objects that are symmetrical are objects that have the same thing or the same amount of length or width or whatever or height on each part when it is divided. Okay, guys. Now today we're going to be talking about more about shapes, and this is going to lead us to using words like 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4. Let's go again. 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4. So now, when you want to use the word 1/2, it simply means that an object or a shape is being divided into two equal parts. So for example, I have the square. Alright? And I divide my square into two equal parts. And I gave this part to Anaya, for example. I gave this part to Anaya. So I have given 1/2 of this. Let's say this is a biscuit, right? Yeah. So I've given one part of my biscuit to Anaya. So we're going to say this is 1/2. All right. Now the same biscuit, I'm going to draw it here. It's going to be the same size. And when you hear third, it means into three places. So I'm going to divide this into three places. Let's go into three equal places. 1, 2, and 3. So here I have three places. 1, 2, and 3. So as usual, I'm going to give one part to Ekima. Alright? So here I have given 1/3 of my biscuit to Ekima because you have 3. 1, 2, 3. More of like first, second, and third. So I have given 1/3 of my biscuit to Ekima. So this is where you use the word 1/3, when you have an object or something divided into three places. You use the word 1/3. Now I have the same biscuit here on the last part, and I'm going to divide this biscuit into 4 equal parts. How many? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or we can use ordinal numbers. First, second, third, and fourth. So I'm going to also color a part to show me that I'm giving one part of my biscuit to Leo. Okay, so here I have given 1/4 of my biscuit to layer. I want you to focus here, look properly at the board, and so you can see here it's 1/2. You have an object divided into 2 equal parts. So you say you've given half and this one is half. So this is what we use 1/2 to describe. When you have an object or a shape divided into 2 parts. Now for 1/3, from the word third, you have to understand that the object is being divided into 3 parts. 1, 2, and 3. And for 1/4, the object is being divided into 4 equal parts. They have to be equal parts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you have something like this, where one part is bigger than another part, they are not equal. Okay, so you're not going to be able to kind of give an estimation of the size or the portion you've given out. It has to be equal. All right, so I'm going to use this orange paper also to kind of help you understand this better. So I have this full paper, colored paper, and I'm going to divide it, or I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts. So there you go. 2 equal parts. You can see the line of symmetry in the middle, right? Dividing this paper into 2 equal parts. Now, if I give 1 part of my paper to Roxanne, I have given 1/2 of this orange paper to Roxanne. So I'm going to cut it out. So there we go. Right? So I'm going to give 1/2 of this paper to Roxanne. Now I have 1/2 also left. Now this 1/2, I'm going to divide this into 3 places. Alright? So let's go 3 equal places. So I'm going to fold the first part. 1 and 2. So there you go. You have 1, 2, and 3 equal places, and you can see the symmetry, a line of symmetry going down on each part. So I'm going to take 1 part of this and give 2 jagged. Alright, so I'm going to cut off 1 part to jagged. So remember we have 3 parts before, right? And I've given out 1 part to jagged. So I have given out 1/3 of this paper to jagged. And the last one, I'm going to use the other half to illustrate the 1/4. So I'm going to divide this into 4 equal parts. So we fold it. 1, 2, okay, you have to make sure that the parts are all equal. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when I fold this, for example, I'm going to act like I gave this out to Xavier. So this is the 4 parts, and I take away 1. Alright, I gave this 1 part to Xavier. So I'm going to say I gave Xavier 1/4 of my colored paper. Alright, now open your book to page 76. And you write the date, Thursday, February 11, 2021. Alright, so there we are in the book, page 76, and you have an instruction here. It says, trace the dotted lines and color 1 part of each shape. Then tell how much is colored. So the first thing you have to do first is to take your pencil, your sharpened pencil, and trace the dotted lines neatly. So these lines are dividing the shapes into equal parts. Now when you're done tracing, it says color only one part. So you can choose any one to color, either this one, this one, this one, or that one. And when you're done coloring, you have to write. So this one they've already told you 4th. Okay? So you have to write 1/4 because you colored only one part of 8. Do you understand? The same way you do for number 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Color one part and write the name, like 1/2, 1/3, or 1/4 in the spaces below each shape. When you're done with that, we move to the next page. It says, look at the pictures and fill in the blanks. George has dash of a sandwich. So you can see the sandwich here. And you have the name Bob, and George. So George only has one portion of the sandwich. And the sandwich is divided into 4 equal parts. So George has 1/4 of a sandwich. George has 1/4 of a sandwich. So you write the word 1/4 in here. And you continue with the rest of the exercise. And when you're done, take a picture of your work and send to me. As usual, if you don't understand or you need me to explain more, please don't hesitate to let me know and I will do that for you. Thank you guys and see you tomorrow. Bye.